this game, you're not ready.
Drinking coffee every day didn't work for me, but I couldn't figure out why until I went from one
Test, test, 1, 2, 3, test. Yeah, I can't have the actual version. YouTube would not like me doing that. Oh well. Oh, but yeah. Folks, we're live, pal. And I just got one question to ask, especially on this glorious day. Who's ready for some? And this is the Strat-O-Matic version. Oh, apparently, never mind. Hold on. Well, that's not good. Okay, are we good? Technical difficulties. Gotta love it. Okay, see, now you ruined my intro. Thank you, Streamlabs. Thank you for ruining my intro. Let's do it again. Screw it. We'll do it live. Alright, but as I was asking, on this glorious day, who is ready for some football? I told you that was going to happen. Hello, and welcome to the stream. Well, for the second time ever here on YouTube. I do it somewhere else normally, but for this playthrough, we had to stick it to YouTube, okay? Hey, nobody can clip that now. No, I'm just kidding. But yes, welcome to the Super Bowl. For the playthrough we're doing, not the actual Super Bowl. That's next week, at least on this channel. And later this evening in our timeline. But anyways, enough about that. No one cares about the actual Super Bowl. Our Super Bowl. We got a good one on tap. And a matchup that's kind of unexpected. And probably half, nepotism or something like that. If we're being honest. No, okay, not really. We got the Washington Commanders representing the NFC against the Miami Dolphins representing the AFC. Go ahead, chat. Let me have it. I know. Yeah. Miami Dolphins got to win something. Now watch, they'll probably lose this game just because. So, before we begin, first off, howdy y'all. Welcome. We're doing this here live. So you'll get to see the whole playthrough in its entirety. No music, no fast forwarding, no weird shenanigans. Whatever happens, I'm doing it live. So that's the first and foremost thing out of this. So of course we got... So I'll start off by introducing the two teams. And first off, for the uninitiated, explaining how we even got to this point in the first place. So, my plan was to basically use Strat-O-Matic football cards, these bad boys, to simulate an entire NFL season. But I realized I couldn't do all 272 games because that would be an absolute insanity and take me way too long. And also be ludicrous too. Not the rapper, I meant just ludicrous in general, but you get the idea. So I did one game a week to roll out, if you've probably been following along, and just using Dungeons and Dragons dice. Okay, I swear I can talk. Dungeons and Dragons dice to simulate all the other games out, and kind of this weird formula. I can tell you right now the formula needed some tweaking, but, this is what it ended up giving me, so sue me. Again, half nepotism over here. If some of y'all want to call me out on it, go for it. But that's just the way it ended up, I swear. So anyways, I rolled out the entire 17-game season and then the playoffs. And this is what we ended up coming up down to. These two teams. We started with 32. It was chopped down to a 14-team playoff after a 17-game season, which turned to 8 teams, which turned to 4, and now we have our 2. So, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So, with that being said, let me introduce the 2 teams that did make it. First, the visitors. Well, you know what? Let's start with the team that ended up being the home squad, because they had the better record. Yep, the team I usually root for is somehow in on this. Again, feel free to, if you want to claim nepotism or shenanigans, go for it. But I swear this is how the dice turned out. I mean, they didn't even have the best record, so sue me. Miami. So, they ended up finishing my league with a 12-5 record. Again, best in the AFC, but not overall. That belonged to the Green Bay Packers, who, as if you couldn't tell, aren't here because the team that's in on the NFC team may have had something to do with it, and by that I mean they did. Miami ended up rolling pretty well and got a 12-5 record out of the whole deal. As the best team in the AFC, they ended up with the best overall, being the number 1 overall seed, in the AFC. But not overall. Again, the Packers got that honor. They got a first-round bye out of the deal. Then their road had to go through Pittsburgh first to use their wizardry to get in, because Mike Tomlin coach teams have to finish 500 or better. I don't make the rules, I just obey them, and that's one of them, okay? Sue me. And so the Steelers, they ended up beating them. Then last week, we saw them destroy the Raiders because someone forgot to bring their defense. Good job, Raiders. Why? Why did you have to do that? Anyways, the Dolphins hung 59 on them, and yeah, there you go. That's how they got here. Again, it's kind of funny how, being a Dolphins fan, they made it this far, but that's just how it worked out. So, Dolphins ended up making it and represent the AFC. And because in this scenario they have the better record, they get to be the home squad. That's how I ruled it. Otherwise, if Green Bay had won, they would be the home team, and the Dolphins would be on the road, quote-unquote. Even though technically this game would be taking place at Allegiant Stadium or Cardinal Stadium, I don't know, either one, but regardless, if I was using the advanced rules, I'd be playing this at Allegiant Stadium just for, obvious reasons. But we're using the basic version because I'm not that good. Enough about them. How about the team that ended up representing the NFC? The Washington Commanders. Would not have expected them to make it this far, but here we are. The commies, sometimes like to call them because, red, and their name shortens to that. And also urinating tree, for anyone who knows that YouTube channel. Hint, hint. Somehow made it out of the NFC. So long story short, they finished 10-7. They barely won the NFC East. In fact, I played their game out on Week 17 against the Philadelphia Eagles, which they won to even win the division in the first place and get in as a 3 seed. Their road to the playoffs was a little bit interesting. First, they dealt with the Detroit Lions, number 1. Let me just see how that score ended. There it is. Yeah, they beat Detroit by 5 points. Miami, for reference, beat the Steelers by 10 and the Raiders by 38. Jeez, 38, my goodness. Yeah, Washington just barely got over Detroit in the first round. Then they had to take a trip west to LA to play their second-seeded Rams in round number 2. The Commanders' defense absolutely wrecked the Rams, and it wasn't even close. 34-14 ended up being the final on that one. Then last week, they took a trip to Lambeau Field to face the top overall seed Green Bay Packers. And then I completely forgot that the Packers love to blow NFC championships to NFC East squads. Granted, they're not the Giants, but apparently that pattern still exists. And the Commies pulled off a 10-point upset in Lambeau. Apparently, the Packers don't do well in the playoffs, whether it be an NFC East team or the 49ers. So good to know that pattern exists in this game and not as well as in our timeline. And here we are. The Commies, or the Commanders, or you want to call them, either one, are here representing the NFC. They're also kind of beat up. They've got a few injuries, whereas the Dolphins' only injury is Christian Wilkins. They've got a few injuries to deal with, as we've seen in that playthrough. They're without a running back and a tight end and a wideout, so their starting lineup's going to look a lot different than Miami's. So I guess the only question now, who's going to win this game? We got to conclude this somehow, so yeah, we got Dolphins, and we've got Commanders, and we've got Dolphins. Winner is our Super Bowl champion. Loser is, as Ricky Bobby would put it, the first loser. Don't make up the rules. I just obey them, and that's one of them. Because remember, if you're not first, you're last. Oh well. Of course, we'll be crowning an ultimate loser in a few weeks from now, but so be it. Alright, so I've done the intro, so ones in chat if you're ready for some football. Wait, I didn't say that correctly. I said ones in chat if you're ready for some football! Alright, enough of that. Alright, let me finish getting set up. I'm still here. How are we all today, by the way? We doing well? Happy Super Bowl Sunday, by the way. Oh, I wish I could watch this Super Bowl, but alas, I have to work. Otherwise, I'd be joining in the fun, too. Don't worry, I'll be listening to the game at work. But, yeah, I'm afraid I'm kind of going to have to do it there. Oh, well, hey, it's part of my job. I have to work on weekends, all right? Oh, quick announcement, too, while I'm here, while I'm finishing setting this up. You probably saw that post from yesterday, but if not, long story short, I'm restarting City Skylines 2 next week because I've admittedly been in a bit of a funk. Let's just say life is funny at times. And we'll restart it. I'll start recording those episodes. Pardon me, needed coffee. And on Wednesday, we'll be starting a brand new song on the music channel. If you listen carefully, you may hear part of it during the halftime entertainment. That's all I'm going to say about that. Huh? In fact, that song was from said YouTube channel. And you know what? I'm going to shamelessly drop the link there. You can go follow that and drop a sub to that. I said follow, and then I'm like, wait a minute. This is not Twitch. Wrong. Try again, Morgoth. Oh, feel free to drop a sub and a like to this video, too. It would be much appreciated. It would help with the algorithm or whatever the hell it is. So, anyways, let's move along. I think I've got everything set up. There we go. And look, I even came up with an overlay for the occasion. Oh, that camera is just a bit outside. How dare I? What the hell? That's still too high. Hold on a minute. We're having technical difficulties again. Okay, as long as the camera doesn't crap out on me. So, all right. So here we are. The usual setup. You've probably seen this before. Not the overlay, though. That's kind of new, but no, I can update it as time goes on. So, let's do this. Commies Dolphins. Let's finish this off. Feel free to chat, and I'll try to get the chat as the best I can, but, you know, it is what it is. Hold on. I think I can actually do something here. Let's spice this up a little bit. Where is this? I believe I... What? Oh, please. I'm trying to figure out how to do a poll on this. Best I do. There was a way to do it. Hey, there we go. I'm going to get a poll going. 1 second. Commanders. There we go. Who's going to win this game? You know I had to include the last option, all right? Oh, why not? Why the heck not? Of course. Oh, boy. Well, you know what choice I'm picking. Oh, it wants me to sign in. What? Oh, crap. Now I can't see chat. Oh, God. Oh, hold on. Technical difficulties again. What is going on here? How do I get... This is what I get for barely using YouTube. I tried to vote in my own poll and I paid for it. Isn't that wonderful? Damn it. How do you get rid of this? Alright, I'll try to follow chat the best I can, but my stupid butt decided to not take it out of my OBS. Hold on. It's under that docs. Okay. Okay, we're all fine. What the hell am I doing? You can tell I barely use YouTube. This is like the second time I've ever used it. So, apologies in advance for any shenanigans that might break out. All right. All right, we're back. We're back. Whew. Okay. We're fine. Welcome to live television, everyone. Washington is in red. Dolphins are in green. Perfect the way it worked out. I don't know how that happened, but hey, why not? So, Washington gets to be the away team on this deal because they finish with the worst record, and yet they get to determine the opening coin toss, which is I'm using as a die. They're going to choose odds. Well, would you look at that? They won. They're actually going to defer to the second half, so the Dolphins will start us off in this game. Washington will get the ball to start on half number 1, and here we go. We are effectively underway on this Super Bowl that totally isn't better than the other game version. Alright, here we go. Let the pain begin. And we're going off from the 7-yard line. Number 1 back. I'm reading cards on this if you know how Strat-O-Matic works. Return for a gain of the start us off. 15 yards. We're up to the 20. Dolphins start at the 22. Alright. Dolphins starting lineup. I mentioned that there are no injuries on the Dolphins except for Christian Wilkins. So what you see is what you get in the full effect here. Jalen Waddle is a split. And this is basically according to this part, how I roll it. Cedric Wilson is your fullback / slot. Raheem Mostert is the starting running back. Mike Gesicki is the starting tight end. Tyreek Hill is at the flanker. And Tua Tagovailoa is the quarterback. Hopefully he does not turn the ball over, or whatever that nickname is. You might see some Alec Ingold or Durham Smythe in situations. You might see Jeff Wilson make an appearance as a change of pace running back. I might be if I get desperate, I might throw in a 4th wide receiver, but otherwise what you see here is probably what's going to stay on. So Here we go. First and 10 from the 22. I think there's basically one way how I'm going to kick this off. Washington, they're actually going to play the pass. They saw that 59-point game, and they're not going to let the Dolphins do that. 10. And immediately they give up a 12-yard gain, first down. Well, that was quick. All right. That typing sound is just me getting the stat sheet. We'll keep that in, even though at this point stats aren't really monitored. I'd like to see who at least wins Super Bowl MVP. First and 10 from the 34 again after that. Washington guesses this wrong. 10. 4 yards for Mostert. We have a 2nd and 6 now coming up. All right, let's get crazy. I'm just going to do it right off the bat. Oh my goodness. 2nd and 6. 8 on a long. And already we're rolling long games. Oh my God. We might have our first touchdown right out of the gate. I think we do. Oh my God, are you kidding me? We do! Touchdown! Oh Jesus, I was so excited that I actually forgot. Okay. Let me, oh good Lord. I rolled for 70 yards. Tyreek Hill only needed 62 for Pater, and he got it literally right off the bat. A 62-yard bomb. Right immediately. Holy hell and a half. Wow. That was a little bit unexpected, but alas, here we are. Good grief. I think Washington didn't get the memo of what happened the last time. Oh, extra point roll, meanwhile, is good from Jason Sanders. Wow. A very lightning fast touchdown. Tyreek Hill burning everyone for 62 yards. And just like that, we have a 7-0 game. Hold on a minute. What is going on here? I'm trying to change this. Can I change this? Stream elements, what are you doing? Let me change this. Uh-oh. And more technical difficulties. Uh-oh, hang on. You know, we're having all sorts of technical difficulties here. Am I missing something here? There you go. Okay, there we go. I don't know what was going on there. Stream Elements was not letting me edit this. Okay, I don't know what we were doing there. Jeez. All right. So yeah, just like that, it's 7-0 as Tyreek Hill burns the defense for 62 yards. Oh my goodness, that was a little bit too quick. Oh boy, Washington, don't do that again, okay? All right, kick off, Miami's turn. 8. Washington starts us off at the 25. I mentioned Washington, meanwhile, having some injury, so their starting lineup is a little different. But just so we're aware, they're missing a running back, a wideout, a tight end, an offensive lineman, and a cornerback who was probably Carting Hill on that play. So here's the starting lineup for Washington. We have Jahan Dotson playing the flanker. I believe. I'll double check on that. Logan Thomas is the tight end. Terry McLaurin is the split, so Dotson is the flanker. This is where kind of decisions need to be made. Brian Robinson is your starting halfback. Okay, you're injured. You're injured. You're injured. So you three are injured. So for right now, I'm going to throw in John Bates as the blocking backs because right now we're missing Washington's missing all of these players right here. They're all injured, I'm afraid, and usually I would put him in. And then Taylor Heineke is the quarterback. Don't be surprised if I put in like J.D. McKissick in here or Gibson as the third running in the slot or the backup halfback. Hopefully Washington has nobody else get injured here. So it's 1st and 10. Washington's actually going to start off by running the ball. Doing a little bit more of a proper way in. And Brian Robinson gets nothing on his first carry. Whoops. All right, 2nd and 10 here. Let's try getting Terry McLaurin involved. 6 on a short. And we have a sack. Oh, yikes. That wasn't supposed to happen. Down goes Heineke, and the person responsible is going to be, well, I rolled for the highest pass rusher, so Bradley Chubb gets credit for the sack. Actually, we'll say a split sack on that one. Chubb and whatever the 4 is, the high linebacker. So Chubb actually gets the full sack anyways. Look at that. So Bradley Chubb with a 9-yard sack. It is 3rd and 19. That wasn't supposed to happen. Whoopsies. Well, if Miami can do it, so can we. 7, and we have a penalty, and Heineke's going to have to take off and run. Roll low. That is not low. That is no gain. What is the penalty, meanwhile? Absolutely nothing. So Heineke took off and unfortunately didn't get any gain on the run. So 4th down, we're going to have to punt it. Oh boy, is this going to be one of those games? We're already in trouble. 36-yard punt. Oh boy. From the 48, returned for a gain of... Unfortunately, if that was an 11, that would have been funny. But Cedric Wilson calls for a fair catch. I think we figured out by now if I rolled an 11, that's usually a fumble roll. And that is not good. Oh boy. Nothing going right. Washington ended up going backwards on that drive. And yeah, Dolphins will have it at their own 48. Some good field position for them. All right, 1st and 10 here. Same lineup, and now I'm going to run it. Washington will play pass. And Raheem Mostert gets backed up a yard on 1st down. All right, negative yardage. Good job, Washington. 2nd down here. $11. Well, oh no. Long gain. There is a penalty. Here we go again. Uh-oh. No! It's not a touchdown, but Waddle got very close, unless this penalty is against them. Which it is. The play never happened. False start, offense, 5-yard penalty. That 50-yard completion gets wiped out. 2nd down and 16. No bueno, I'm afraid. Oof. Whoops! Yeah, this is kind of how weird it is, too. It says offsides. I count that as false start because there is no such thing as offensive offsides. So, that's a false start. 5-yarder. Try again. 2nd and 16. 6 on a flat this time. Incomplete unless there's a penalty. Nope, incomplete. And we're looking. Tua was looking for Gesicki and found nothing. All right, so we go from a 50-yard completion to nothing at all. 3rd and 16. 7 on a short. And down goes Tua. He takes a 9-yard sack. Oof. Now it's Washington's turn to get the defense going, and we have a split sack between the defense, Montez Sweat and Jonathan Allen. So Sweat and Allen combined for a half a sack each. And yeah, 4th down brings us to punting territory, I'm afraid. Oof. Yeah, 4th and 20 for those playing the home game, and yeah. 4th and 25 for those playing the home. Wait. I have no idea what. No, 4th and 25 for those playing the home game. Yeah, that we're punting. Oh, and the Dolphins had a bad punt too. Only 36 from Thomas Morstead. Ouch. How much? 17, 19. All right, Washington with a shot to return it, and they get probably a fair catch if I were to take a guess. Yep, Dax Milne fair catches it at the 31, since the punt was so kind of lackluster there. Okay, so Washington with good field position of their own there. All right, whatever. Still 7-0. Could have been 14-0 or more, or 10 at least, but of course the false start penalty kind of ruins everything. So what else is new? 1st and 10, meanwhile, for Washington as we're back. Miami misguesses this pass play, and Washington gets a short gain off of it. That is 13, if my memory serves me correctly. Yeah, 13, 1st down, Washington. That is going to Terry McLaurin. There he is. So Heineke completes his first pass of the day. And Terry McLaurin makes his first catch of the day. He's been doing pretty good ever since returning from injury. 1st and 10. And he did it on week 17, too. Good timing on his part. They needed him. Miami drops Brian Robinson back a yard. Oops. Okay, 2nd down. They're going to misread this as an end, because Washington's going to try and end run it with Robinson. 11. It was guessed wrong, and 6 yards for Robinson. He will get to almost midfield. It'll bring up a 3rd and 5. Okay, 3rd down and 5, speaking of which. 5 on a flat, and there's nothing there. Incomplete. Heineke was looking for Logan Thomas and found nothing. Bummer. All right, well, I'm going to have to punt again. Or am I? Okay, as long as I don't roll a 2 through 5, we're good. Oh, look, there's a 2 and a 5, but that doesn't count. It's a 49-yard punt. There's also a penalty attached, so this could be a 1st down depending on what it is. Miami gets it from the 2. We have 2 penalties to deal with. And their gunner did such a great job that Washington, that Wilson had to call a fair catch at the 2. If it stands, hold on for 1 minute. Washington's penalty card is nothing. Miami commits a penalty, number 2. They're at the 2, so they'll probably end up at the 1-yard line, more than likely. Or Washington could get a 1st down. Running into the kicker, receiving team. It's 5 yards, and Washington keeps the ball. They would have gotten an automatic first down anyways, but since it's automatic, it's 1st and 10 for Washington. So no ball for the Dolphins. Washington keeps the drive alive thanks to Miami's stupidity. Good job, boys. You messed up. What were you thinking there? 1st and 10 for Washington after the penalty. Oy. Won't be doing that now. Miami guessed wrong, so Brian Robinson gets 8 yards on that pass play. Good job. Oh, they're at the 38. Nice try. And he goes out of bounds. If I roll a D, it counts as an out of bounds, so the clock only goes 15 seconds instead of 30. All right, 2nd and 2. Dolphins actually don't see this coming. They completely missed the boat on this. Yeah, we're going to go that. Whoa, whoa, whoa! There have been all sorts of technical difficulties. This didn't happen. Yeah, I said they would miss the boat on that. All right. Well, unfortunately, a must run turns into an incomplete. That stinks. Whoops. They were trying to hit McLaurin kind of deep, and it didn't work. I guess 3rd down and 2. Let's try Dotson. 8 on a flat to the receiver. We're rolling on Dotson's card, and Dotson is going to get 5 yards in the first. So he's up to the 33. So Johan Dotson gets 5 yards. I don't know if I'm pronouncing his first name right, but he gets the first down. Okay, excellent. 1st and 10 from the Dolphins 33. 8. No gain if it stands. It will stand. Robinson gets stuffed for no gain. 2nd down. Eight on a flat. To the receiver, we're looking at Robinson's card. I have to flip it to see what he gets. And he gets nothing. Wait, we have a penalty. Or the Dolphins could commit a penalty. Opponent number 2. Probably going to be pass interference if I were to take a guess. Yep, defensive pass interference. Oh, wait a minute, no. Completed pass or attempted flat or look-in. So it's actually a personal foul against Miami. 15-yard penalty, automatic 1st down. Someone on Miami got a little bit too celebratory for their own good and just committed a 15-yard penalty. That has been the story of this drive. Miami committing stupid penalties to let Washington in it. 1st and 10 from the 18. 9 on an off tackle, and Robinson gets another yard as he gets shoved out of bounds. 2nd and 9. Miami does not see this coming again. An end run. 10. Robinson only it's getting a yard. Well, that didn't work out the way I thought it would. Oof. All right, 3rd and 8 here. 3rd and 8. You know what? Why not? We're in field goal range. Why not? To the receiver. Oh, they would have had the 1st down if I'd stuck to that. Oh, well. To the receiver, it's McLaurin. You should have stuck with that because instead it's an incomplete pass. Heineke tries to find McLaurin, and it doesn't work. We have a 4th and 8. On one hand, I would like points. On the other hand, I'm very tempted to go for it. Yeah, we need points. Field goal time. Joey Sly for a 33 yards. Kick is up. I'm looking at 13 for 22. No good! He missed it. Joey Sly hooks it wide left. Oh, Washington, why? The Dolphins were giving you that one, and instead that's how you repay them? Ugh. Dolphins get the ball at the 16 as it's a missed field goal for Washington. Oof. Joey Sly hooks it wide left, and unfortunately we're staying at 7-0. Not how that drive wanted to end up if you're Washington, especially with Miami giving you multiple freaking opportunities to get that one. Frustrating, eh? All right. Well, let's see if the defense can step up again. 1st and 10 again from the 16. The Miami after they take over. 9. Mostert is going backwards 2 yards. Whoops. That wasn't supposed to happen. And neither team can run the ball, apparently. 2nd down. I'll give Cedric Wilson a chance. 2nd and 12. 9 on a flat. This is going to Wilson, and we have ourselves no gain whatsoever. Incomplete. Tua looked for Cedric Wilson and found nothing. All right, 3rd and 12. You know where I'm going with this. I think everybody knows where I'm going with this. But the Commanders certainly didn't, because Tyreek got 14 yards in the first. Whoops. Was out of bounds, and the Dolphins have a new set of downs, just like that. So far, Tyreek has done all the receiving, 8 catches, 88 yards, and a TD. That is kind of wild. 1st and 10. Waddle had the 50-yard completion, but of course it got wiped out. Washington gained it correct, and there you go. Somebody other than Tyreek Hill has a catch. Waddle has his first catch of the game for 5 yards. Oops, I'm spelling his name wrong. All right, 2nd and 5. Washington doesn't see this run coming. 7, but they stop it nevertheless. Mostert gets no gain. Jeez, only 4 carries for a yard. What are we doing here? 3rd and 5. 8 to the receiver, to Mike Gesicki, who is getting absolutely nothing. Incomplete. Dolphins will have to punt. Tua looked for Gesicki, found nothing, and now we have a punt on a 4th and 5. And we have a penalty possibly happening too. Meanwhile, Morstead's kicking a 45-yard punt. Returned for a gain of 10 from Dax Milne to the 32, but what is the penalty here? Offsetting penalties, redo the whole thing. Oof. Well, same punt, 45 yards. What the hell? 22. Actually, it's a little bit deeper this time. Milne's return is whatever Miami's number 7 says, 14. So Milne gets to the 36. Nice return there. It'll be 1st and 10 with 2:15 remaining in this quarter. All right, good job by Washington. Washington's defense beginning to step up a little bit. I wish I could get rid of this. Ah, come on. Okay, Poll's trying to interfere with my ability to see chat. Boo. Don't worry, I can still see you from my phone, but this poll is like interfering with my ability to kind of see chat. Oh man, it's all right. It's all right. 1st and 10. I'm gonna try it. You know what? Let's try something a little bit different on the running back front too. While we're at it, where is? Let's see. McKissick, I believe, is the only available running back. Well, there's Antonio Gibson. Yeah. All right, Gibson's got to come in. Wait, can I put him in? I believe I'm okay. Yeah, and Gibson's coming in. All right. We'll bring in Antonio Gibson to start us off. 1st and 10. See if he works. Dolphins don't see this coming. And, yeah, it doesn't matter. 9 yards for Antonio Gibson on his first carry. He's pushed out of bounds, and there you go. All right, 2nd and 1. You know what? We're doing it. We're doing it. Why not? Oh, boy. Totally nothing will go wrong with this. 2nd and 1. Oh, so close, but it's an incomplete pass to Doxson. I almost rolled a long gain. Oh, well. 3rd and 1 as a result. 9. 2 yards, but it doesn't matter. It's enough for a first for Gibson. There you go. New set of downs as Gibson gets 2. Just enough. All right, 1st and 10. Dolphins don't see this coming. 7 on a flat. It's a 9-yard completion to Gibson. All right, 2nd and 1 coming up here. Once again, Dolphins don't see this coming. But this time we're going to try a short pass. To the receiver as a result. Dotson will get nothing. Incomplete. That's the 2nd time Washington's tried that to Dotson, and twice they failed. 3rd and 1. 7 and nothing. Absolutely nothing for Gibson. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how the 1st quarter ends. It is 7-0 Dolphins. They got that long pass play at the beginning of the 1st quarter, but then it's been kind of quiet there since then. So that's kind of how this is going. 4th and 1, meanwhile, and the Commanders are going to start us off the 2nd quarter by going for it. We are not in Joey's Sly range. We are 3 yards outside, but you know what? Let's do it. 4th and 1. Why not? 6 on a flat. Oh, wrong card. Short gain. Oh, yeah, they got the 1st. McLaurin got the 1st. It's just a matter of how much did he get on top of that. How about 16? So McLaurin not only got a yard, he got 16 of them. That's more than enough for the 1st, and he gets pushed out of bounds as a bonus. So McLaurin for 16. He does what he does best. That is incorrect on my behalf. And we got ourselves a 1st and 10 all of a sudden. Okay. You know what? We're going to do something crazy here. Robinson is going out on the 2nd slot here. There's a good chance they may be using him as a receiver, but I can certainly run with him if I want to. 1st and 10 here. We're going to do it. 5 on a flat. Miami gives up a 9-yard completion to Robinson. So it is now 2nd down. We're going to run it through Gibson. They don't see this coming. 6. 2 yards, but Gibson still gets the 1st as a result. So Antonio Gibson gets us 2 yards. Okay, 1st and 10 again. 7. Dolphins see this coming. Oh, God. Oh, no. 7-yard loss. That is not good. Whoops. Oh, dear. 2nd and 17. Ooh, that was risky, and it bombed on them. 12 on an off tackle from Robinson. It was guessed wrong, and the Dolphins are going to pay for it. Touchdown. Brian Robinson from 24 yards out gets just enough. He dives for the pylon, and he gets in. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson with a 24-yard scamper. The Dolphins guessed it wrong, and of course it's 24. Ouch. Joey Sly to tie us up. He'll do just that. Extra point is good. The Commanders are now officially on the board as they tie the game at 7 apiece. Brian Robinson's touchdown run ties the game at 7. Very nice response from Washington. Their defense has been holding Miami, and their offense finally rewards them after that 2-back set. I'm going to have to remember that then. Maybe I have to use that. Interesting. All right. 7, we have a penalty to go with it. Washington, it's a touchback unless Miami commits a penalty. I'll enforce this on the kick. So 25. What number is it? 5. Illegal block. 15 yards from concluding line of scrimmage. So Miami would normally get it to 25. I'm enforcing a penalty from that, so they could actually get it to 10, unfortunately. Ouch. That was not supposed to happen. All right, where is... I'm going to have to bring... I'm bringing in Jeff Wilson. We need some help on the run game. Miami needs to get their run game going. They've been all about the pass. There we are. There's Jeff Wilson. We need to get him going if we can. 13-15. And speaking of which, let's do it. 1st and 10. From the 10. Ugh. Bad field position. 6. And Wilson ain't getting a yard. No, thank you. Miami can get nothing on the fruity. Can't get their ground game going at all. 2nd and 10. 7 on a flat. And there's your short gain to Waddle. He'll get the 1st and add on 3 more to that. So up to the 23. 13 yards for Waddle. 1st down. All right, 1st and 10. Might as well. Literally all Miami can do is like pass. Oh dear. 6 on a short, and it's 14 for Tyreek in a 1st. Just like that. And Tyreek Hill already has 100+ yards. Would you look at that? 1st and 10. 6. The linebacker only gets 2, even though it was guessed incorrectly, but Jeff Wilson gets 2. Okay, 2nd down and 2. 8, excuse me. Oh my god. 2nd and 8. Washington stays playing pass. 7 on a flat. Good thing. 5 yards, and there will be 3rd down and 3. Tyreek for 5. Okay, 3rd and 2 here. I'm going to try Gesicki. It's actually 3rd and 3, my bad. 8 on a flat. To the receiver, to Gesicki. And he gets 6 in a 1st. Okay. So Gesicki makes it to midfield, and he gets the 1st down. Mike Gesicki catches his 1st catch of the game. Okay, 1st and 10 here. Yeah, Washington will see this coming. Sure, why not? It doesn't matter. Short gain for Jeff Wilson. 1st down as he gets 16 out of the deal. Oof. First big run for the Dolphins today. 1st and 10 here. I'm going to try it. Let's try the long bomb to Tyreek again. You know what? Waddle. Because he missed out earlier because of the penalty. 3 and a long. There is nothing there, so incomplete. Ooh, if we had rolled a 4, that would have been a touchdown. So close, but Waddle, I'm afraid, does not get that one. All right, 2nd down again. 2nd and 10 from the 34. Commanders will think pass, excuse me, and Wilson gets 4. Jeff Wilson, that is. So Wilson for 4 yards. We have a 3rd and 6, excuse me. All right, 3rd and 6. 5. Good news, it's complete. Bad news, it's only for 5, not 6. Woof. So that's Tyreek for what, 9? Okay, yeah, it's Tyreek for 5. Excuse me, I'm like having a brain fart. Not that that's ever happened during this playthrough. No, not at all. 4th and 1. I'm going to go for it. What the hell? Why not? 4th and 1, we're doing this. All right, let's see. Hopefully I don't regret this. 4th and 1. Commanders, meanwhile... Yeah, they're thinking pass. Of course they are. 4th and 1. 5 on the flat. And Miami keeps the drive alive. 9 yards, first down. Jalen Waddle for 9. And the drive continues. All right, 1st and 10. Well, that's was kind of unfortunate. 1st and 10 from the 16. 7. Just a yard and nothing further for Jeff Wilson. 2nd and 9. Okay. 10 on a short. 12 yards, first down. It'll be 1st and goal to go from the 3. Waddle again. Waddle with a nice 12-yard completion there. All right, remember how I said I might be bringing in some other additional players? Well, let's welcome Durham Smythe in. Oh, he is not a blocking back, but Gesicki is, so I have to put Smythe in the tight end spot. Gesicki goes in the fullback slot. Actually, you know what? For right now, where is he? Where is Alec Ingold? Where's my fullback at? I know we have a fullback. Where is he? There he is. For the time being, we'll bring in Alec Ingold, but if it gets close to like 3rd down or something, I'll probably bring in Smythe. All right, 1st and 10. So Ingold isn't in the fullback slot, so we have a legit fullback now. 1st and goal from Golden from the 3. 6. And it's not going to matter. Touchdown! Jeff Wilson from 3 yards out. There it is. Miami responds to Washington's rushing TD with one of their own. Extra point. Uh-oh, it is good, but let's see what the penalty is. Do it again, except this time you're kicking a field goal. It's Jason Sanders. Yeah, it'll be 13 for 22, basically, whatever that says. It's still good. All right. Doesn't matter. Jason Sanders makes the extra point anyways, and the Dolphins respond to that touchdown with one of their own. How about Jeff Wilson from 3 yards out as Miami has a nice drive and makes it 14-7. We have 7:15 left in the second quarter. Remember, Washington gets the ball to start the second half. We'll keep that in mind. Stay tuned. I hear the halftime show is going to be very interesting. I mean, it's not Usher. We don't have the budget for that, but it'll be close. It'll be something just as good. We don't even have a budget for the marching band, so I can't help you on that one. We've got something just as good. Oh boy, touchback from the 25. All right. Look, we don't have a limited budget, all right? That's assuming. All right. I'll remember that formation again if I come across it. Well, Antonio Gibson is not the quarterback. What are we doing? What are we doing, people? What are we doing? Good grief. All right, 1st and 10. Start off with this. Miami doesn't see it coming right off the bat. 5 on a short. To the receiver. To Johan Dotson. This was guessed wrong. And it's a long gain because of that. Oh, no. And this, I don't think it's a touchdown, but it's going to be very close. Almost. How about a 70-yard gain? Whoa, Johan Dotson with a 70-yard play. He gets pushed. He gets tackled at the 5, but it doesn't matter. The Dolphins were caught absolutely napping on that one as Dotson just blows right through him for a 70-yard bomb. And Washington has a chance to score. First and goal to go from the 5 just like that. Whoa. Oh my goodness. That was crazy. All right. First and goal to go from the 5 after that. Robinson gets nothing on his first carry. Oof. All right. Second down and 5 here. Fumbled the dice. That doesn't count. 5 on a flat, nothing to Thomas, incomplete. Heineke was looking for Logan Thomas and found nothing. Well, third down and 5. I think it's pretty obvious who I'm throwing it to. So does Miami. If we were in the advanced mode, I'd be double teaming McLaurin, but I can't do that, so let's see what happens. 6. Oh, McLaurin, no! He's a yard short. He tries to reach for the pylon, but it ends up a yard short somehow. 4th and goal from the 1. I'm definitely going for it for sure. Oh, dear. How do I want to do this? I have to be very careful here. As I'm looking at the cards, I'm trying to figure out what the best case scenario is. It depends on if Miami guesses it. I'm going to throw it. I can't do a flat to McLaurin again. I am not allowed to do the same play twice, so we'll flat it to Logan Thomas one more time. Miami is, in the meantime, going to think run. They're going to miss this completely. Okay, 4th down. Goal to go from the 1. Here we go. 6 on a flat. Got it. Touchdown. It would have gotten 10. It ends up getting 4, but Washington needs 1. Logan Thomas catches, slips out of the back of the end zone. Miami completely misses him, and Thomas catches the easy touchdown for him a yard out. Extra point to tie this game is good. There we go. And Washington responds to Miami's touchdown with one of their own. And we have a tie ball game just like that. 14 all. Wow. And Johan Doxson's long TD catch ends up setting that up. 70 yards on the first play. And, well, there you go. You see the result at the bottom, what ended up happening out of it. So, my goodness. Okay. So Miami will kick this puppy off in just a second. We got 5.5 remaining in the second quarter. Whew. Craziness. Very competitive game. I love it. Touchback. Miami gets it at the 25. Let's see if Miami can respond with a touchdown of their own, or at least a field goal. They've got 5.5 remaining. I think we'll bring Mostert back in here. Tyreek, Tua. There's Cedric Wilson and Mostert. There they are. We'll bring them both back in for right now, and we've got ourselves a 1st and 10. Washington sees this coming. And Mostert's first carry goes for absolutely nothing unless the opponent commits a penalty, which they just did. Opponent number 1. Boo! Oh, nice personal foul penalty on Washington. Yep, someone got a little bit too rowdy. 15 yards, automatic first down. That was not supposed to happen, Washington. What were you thinking there? Bruh, stop that. 1st and 10 again from the 40 now. 6, and we have another penalty on top of that. It's a 5-yard gain if it stands. Yep, 5-yard gain this time. All right, no penalty. So Mostert picks up 5 on his next carry. Okay, 2nd down and 5. I want this drive to be a little bit longer. Give Washington as less time as I possibly can here. To the receiver, we're looking at Mostert. Good thing it was guessed correctly, because if it was incorrect, it'd be a 13-yard gain. Instead, it's an incomplete pass. Whoops. Tua was looking for Mostert and found nothing. Okay, 3rd and 5, I guess. Everybody's got their timeouts. 7, and there's your 5-yard completion to Tyreek. First down. I almost moved it the wrong way. Oof. Tyreek gets 5, and that's exactly what they needed. Exactly. All right, 1st and 10 here. You know what? I'm going to short it to him. Don't see this coming from midfield. I'll take an obligatory shot downfield. Oh, and Tyreek gets 15 in the first. Because Washington guessed it wrong, and whoops. Tyreek. He has 8 catches for and 132 and a TD already. What are we doing here, Washington? Stop that. 1st and 10. Washington's actually going to think run, so they're going to stay on this. Oh, and we're going to have an injury roll. No gain for Mostert, which is kind of a bummer. But generally speaking, how injuries work, 3 of the same dice, and that's an injury roll. Someone on the offense is going bye-bye, though. So let's see who it is. I'm not going to roll for length because it really doesn't matter at this point. So whoever is numbered in this 6. So whoever is in the tight end spot is gone for the game, for basically the game, and that is Mike Gesicki. Mike Gesicki is gone. Durham Smythe is going to have to come in. I'm not going to bother rolling for length because it doesn't matter at this point. Injuries are basically getting wiped out after this game, so if you get injured, I'm afraid that you're done for the game. So Mike Gesicki is done for the rest of the game. Whoops. All right. Well, that is going to bring up a... Yeah, it's a 2nd and 10 as of right now. He got nothing. So Durham Smythe will take his place. 2nd and 10 here. 7 on a flat. I believe it's a short gainer. Yes, indeed. Tyreek Hill again. How about 13 in the first? He gets pushed out. That's actually not what I'm looking for. I was kind of hoping I could slow this drive down a little bit and take some clock off, but I mean, that's not bad either. Good grief, look at Tyreek go. He's just like single-handedly carrying this team. Meanwhile, it's 1st and 10 from the 22. 9 on an off tackle, just 3 yards for Mostert. At least Washington's been stopping the run game. I can't say the same about the pass. 2nd and 7. 9 on a flat. To the receiver, we're looking at Mostert. Mostert is only picking up 4. That's fine. That brings us to a 3rd and what appears to be a 3rd and 3. Washington, however, is going to take a timeout. We finally have our first timeout of the game. That is Washington's first. And I think they figure if Miami doesn't convert this, they'll get the ball back with at least 2 minutes. Well, wait a minute. Yeah, they want the 2-minute warning just in case, so they'll take a timeout. That's their first. It's meanwhile 3rd and 3. 10 on a flat. And Waddle is only getting a yard. That's not... And he gets pushed out, so that ends up helping Washington a lot. Otherwise, I would have taken a timeout. But no need to do that if it's 4th and 2 and he gets pushed out and the next play is a 2-minute warning. I'm going to take the points and have Sanders go for the field goal. Sanders from 31. The kick is up. That should be fine. Sure enough, it is. Sanders hits it from 31. And we have also reached a 2-minute warning on top of that. So, Jason Sanders gives us our first field goal of the day. And the Dolphins are up again. This time it's 17-14 in favor of Miami. As we entered a 2-minute, as we hit the 2-minute warning and approach the end of the half. Washington does get the ball to start the second half. Keep that in mind. So that if they do this correctly, they can score, make it to halftime, then score again. That'd be very sweet for them. Touchback, but what's the penalty rule? Number 3, Miami committed a foul. Isn't that wonderful? They were offside, so repeat it. If it's a touchback, I'm automatically going to say they did the fair catch thing and get it from the 25. Yeah, we'll say that Washington did the fair catch thing and got it from the 25. I don't think any time came off the clock. All right, Washington, and you have 2 minutes to do something. Let's see what you do. All right, we're going to go back to the 2 wide receiver running back set. That seemed to work. Robinson will be out here. Gibson will be out here. All right, we'll see if this works any better. Sorry, John Bates, you're going to have to take a seat. 1st and 10. Dolphins think they're playing pass. Washington's like, ha 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 ha, not so fast, playa. 7 on an off tackle. Oof, no gain. Or is it? No, because Miami committed a penalty. Personal foul. There was no gain on the play, but Miami just gave him 15 yards. Ouch. Well, that wasn't supposed to happen, now was it? All right, that's a good way to start the drive. 1st and 10 from the 40. 6 on a flat. And Miami gives up a short gain to Brian Robinson. How about 15 in the 1st? And this time there was no penalty yards needed. Washington is playing hurry up, so what that basically means is I'm only allowing them to take like minimal time off the clock, because you would kind of figure they would do that. So 1st and 10, only 15 seconds come off, and we're at 137. Okay. Five on a flat. Incomplete, so now the clock stops completely at 1:30. Heineke was looking for McLaurin. Found nothing. 2nd down. Miami doesn't see this coming. 3 on an end run. Short gain. 1st down. Gibson is going to go for 18. Very nice. But the clock is going to stop at $1:22 because Washington is going to take their 1st timeout. Another timeout, but it's actually their 2nd. So Gibson gets 18, puts Washington in field goal range. And now it's 1st and 10 here. We're going to try it. First play. 7 on a short. Miami gives up 10 yards to start us off and a 1st down. And Washington's just going to let the clock... Well, he actually got pushed out of bounds, so... We'll say 107 is what we end up getting here. So it's McLaurin for 10. Yep, McLaurin for 10. I had to double check that. My apologies. Okay, 1st and 10 from the 17 here. What do I want to do? I got 107 remaining. I'm going to speed this up too much. All right, we'll try this. 7 on a flat. Oh, that's going to be a short gain. No, it's not. It's an incompletion. Never mind. If that were Washington's card, that'd be the case, but Miami's card, a flat short gain, is a 6. We were looking for Robinson, by the way. Okay. 2nd and 10. This is going to be a very unique end run, but it's going to catch Miami off guard regardless of what happens. 4 on an end run. Miami's going to allow a 7-yard run as Robinson gets shoved out, and it's going to be 3rd and 3. So it worked. Speaking of that 3rd and 3, here it is right now. 9 on a flat to the receiver, to Logan Thomas, who is getting 9? Yes, indeed. 9 yards. Oh, he's so close. Gets pushed out right at the 1. very, very close for Logan Thomas, who has the TE catch. He's down at the 1. All right, who's the better goal line back? Looks like Gibson is, so he's staying as John Bates returns. Okay, 1st and 10. Let's do it. First and goal to go right from the 1. 45 seconds remaining in this quarter. Can Washington take the lead? 5 in a line book? Well, this is just an awkward roll now, is it? Okay, here's the deal. Washington has the yardage for the touchdown, but is there a fumble attached to it? 2 for 4, 11 and 12. There's a fumble rule. Anything else that's a touchdown as Miami gives up a 2-yard run. It's a fumble! Can Washington recover this and score anyways, or will Miami get this back at the 20? The Dolphins get it at the 20! Oh, it's a touchback! Oh, no! Gibson almost gets to the end zone, but loses the ball just before it crosses the goal line. Miami recovers it in the end zone for a touchback. They'll get it at the 20. Oh, no. Washington, Gibson, what did you do? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. They had that one. They absolutely had it. Who forced that fumble and who recovered? Raekwon Davis forced the fumble, and Jalen Phillips got the recovery. So Davis forces the fumble, and Jalen Phillips managed to plop on it to get the recovery in the end zone. That is a touchback. Miami gets it at the 20. They have 37 seconds remaining and all their timeouts. I think I know what I'm going to do with Miami in this case. Oh, that play could really haunt Washington later on. I don't know if it will, but that play could very well haunt Washington later on. Oh, you hate to see it. All right, I'm using 4 wide receivers in case you couldn't tell. Trent Sherfield's checking in. 1st and 10. I'm going to try and push it down, the ball down the field and see what we can do here. We've got 37 seconds. We got all 3 timeouts. I might as well try it. Actually, we'll take a short pass. I'm not going to go long just yet. 6 on a short. 11-yard gain for Tyreek Hill, and he's pushed out of bounds to start us off. Oh, man. Let's hope that doesn't come back to haunt Washington. Because it very well could. Okay. 1st down here again from the 31. And now we're trying Jalen Waddle. 10 on a short. 12 yards and a first. And I'm going to have to take a timeout. So Miami will take a timeout with 22 seconds remaining. That is their first as Waddle gets 12. Where do we need to go for Jason Sanders to be in field goal range? 38-yard line. We are currently 19 yards short. Okay, we're currently 19 yards short of where we need to go, unfortunately. So 1st and 10. 7 on a short. Well, we're going to need to go even longer. Yep, that is a sack. A 9-yard sack. Washington's defense responds. Miami, meanwhile, will take another timeout. That's their second. Oh, yikes. And we have another split sack. It's getting split between Deron Payne and whoever the high linebacker is, so Montez Sweat. So Payne and Sweat combined for the sack. And good job for Washington's defense stepping up. It's now 2nd and 19. Miami has just 15 seconds remaining and a single timeout. So this either has to work or we might be heading into the break. Long gain! Never mind. Long gain for Miami. Tyreek Hill is going to get 55 yards. That's not enough for a touchdown. So 55-yard completion to Hill. It works. If my math is correct, he is now all the way to the 11. Yep, he's down all the way to the 11, and Miami is taking its final time out with a second to spare. Wow, that is the second long completion to Tyreek Hill today. The first got a touchdown. Tyreek Hill already has 211 yards receiving, by the way. Unbelievable. So, Dolphins, you're going to get some points here. Let's see if Jason Sanders can make this field goal. 28 yards as the half concludes. But Washington is taking their final timeout. Look, you got to use them or you lose them, okay? Okay, let's try this again. Jason Sanders. The kick is up. I think he's okay. Barely, but he's okay. Yes! Jason Sanders doinks it off the crossbar, but it's still in, and the kick is good. So we ended up with a doinker, basically, on that one. All right, well, that's a good way to end the half. Miami ends the half in dramatic fashion with a long TD pass to Tyreek Hill. And we have ourselves a 20-14 game going into halftime. Wow. Washington had it right at the doorstep of the goal line. A key fumble ends up being their undoing, and Miami ends up cashing in for a field goal. Are you kidding me? My goodness, that's just very unfortunate. You hate to see it. Oh, you don't need to see that. Magic of television. Some stats, por favor. Or however you say it. Both quarterbacks doing really well. Heineke 12 for 20, 169 and a TD. Nice plus 100. Robinson, of course, got the rushing TD. And there's Antonio Gibson fumbling right at the 1-yard line. You hate to see it. He had it too, but that turnover could very well haunt Washington. You see, Logan Thomas has the TD pass. Johan Dotson had that long catch for 70 to set up the second TD. McLaurin has 4 for 43. Washington's defense has 2 sacks. And Joey Sly even missed a field goal. That's a bit of an unfortunate accident. Now check this out. This is just mind-boggling. Tua is 19 of 24, 273 and a TD. That's insane. This is even more insane. Look at Tyreek Hill. Look at this. He's got the inside track for MVP right now. 111, 11 catches, 211, a TD. That is absolutely insanity. Waddle's not doing too bad either, 6 for 52. But my goodness, that is just... He's so far on pace to take MVP for this game. And, of course, we have Bradley Chubb getting a sack. Raekwon Davis and Jalen Phillips did their part on that fumble at the goal line. That was just so unfortunate, though, if you're Washington. Like, man, oh, man, that stinks. Oh, well, you know what? It is what it is sometimes. So be it, I guess. So, dang. What am I doing? Oh, dear. I accidentally had that on. Nice going, me. Oh, dear. Technical difficulties. All right. You know what I'm trying to find here? It's halftime. We got to have some halftime entertainment here. We couldn't afford a marching band, unfortunately. Or usher, for that matter. Sadly, we couldn't. So... I got a good idea of what I want to do for the halftime entertainment. Let me get you something up here. Here's a little bit of an exclusive. If you're in a chat, brace yourselves. What you're about to hear So on Wednesday, I'm about to drop a new piece called Starlight Waltz. Well, oh, it's in the premiere state. Oh, of course it is. Boo! I can't get it up. YouTube is not letting me. Okay, hold on. It's been the stream of technical difficulties today. Just craziness. Can I get it in here? Is this it? I think this is it right here. Yay! There it is. So I have a new music piece coming in on Monday. There should be a hyperlink down there. Actually, in fact, I'll throw it back up. Ooh. 1 second, please. There we go. I think I got it. Okay, this... it's the second time this poll... Okay, we're ending this poll, by the way. It's getting really annoying because I can't see chat at all. We're having some technical difficulties. What else is new? This doesn't shock me at all. Alright, what's the result? Of course the Dolphins are winning, duh. Shout out to the one person that voted, which was probably me. Oh, Taylor Swift got no votes. Oh, how sad. Well, anyways, there's the link again. Well, on, what's it? Wednesday, I'll be premiering that new video. Well, I think we're going to give you a sneak peek. I'm going to play the very first minute of that as sort of a thank you for being here. First minute or so. So I will let the music do the talking and consider this kind of a sneak peek. So I'm going to go into the background here and y'all enjoy this music for the next minute or so. Hold on a minute. Hopefully this doesn't come flying out of my speakers or something. Alright, well, here goes nothing. And there you go. Decided to play the whole thing, because why the heck not? Yeah, that, like I said, that'll be on the music channel on Wednesday officially, so consider that a, kind of a sneak peek, if you will. So, yay! Alright, back to football. Let's do this. We got one more half to play. See, I told you that would be good halftime entertainment. I mean, we didn't have enough room. It was the only thing we could afford in the budget, so... Also, if I had played actual music, YouTube would have had a fit, so there's also that. So, gotcha, YouTube. You can't get me. I'll watch. I'm sure someone will figure something out. Anyways, I'm just kidding. Don't even want to try anything. Where were we? Oh, yeah, we were playing some football, if I'm not mistaken. Washington, well, they're down by 6, but at least they get the second half kickoff. So they'll hopefully try to recover here, but they're definitely still in this, no doubt about it. So here we go, half number 2. Oh, we're starting off with a penalty. That's awesome. It's a touchback if it stands. Okay, someone on Washington was offsides. I'm declining the penalty. That's stupid anyway, so. Washington gets it at the 25. Everybody has their timeouts again, by the way. So, alright, we're back. Let's see what happens here. You know what? I'm going to do it. That was working so well for us, too. Who's the better receiver here? 46, 333. Gibson's the better receiver, so he actually should be over here. We're going to come out in this because Miami was having difficulty defending the two-back set over here. Gibson's the better receiver, though, so we'll let him catch the passes. So 1st and 10 as Miami is kind of fooled by this. Let's see. 7 on an off tackle guessed incorrectly, and Robinson's getting 4 to start us off. Robinson has a 24-yard touchdown, mind you. All right, it's 2nd and 6. Oh, why not? 7 on a short. It's a 10-yard gain if this were to hold. And it is going to, because Miami also commits a penalty on the side. Yeah, completed pass. There's going to be a personal foul. So so here's what happens. Dotson gets the 10. He gets the first. Or he would have gotten the first anyways. And then Miami commits a personal foul penalty to go along with it. So let's throw in 15 yards because why not? So it's a 26 5-yard play overall. Good job, Dolphins. That is not supposed to happen. 1st and 10. Whoops. 10 on a line buck, and it's a 2-yard gain for Robinson. I don't count that out of bounds for line bucks. All right, 2nd and 8 over here. They're thinking run for some weird reason. 4 on a flat. All right, 2 for 12. This is a pick. 3 for 11, which it is. It's an incompletion. I kind of figured that would be the case. Heineke was looking for Gibson and found nothing as a result. All right, we're left with 3rd and 8, I guess. Six on a flat. Oh, that's going to be a short gainer. Yep. And it's Terry McLaurin. Who else? McLaurin has 18 in the first. To the 26 he goes. Terry McLaurin doing what he does best and picks up 18 and gets a first down. Very nice. I was hoping he would kind of pick it up, and it looks like they're doing just that. 1st and 10 from the 4, excuse me. Dolphins miss this. Uh-oh. 12-yard completion. First down for McLaurin. These get pushed out of bounds at the 14. So McLaurin doing some work here. As Heineke crosses the 200-yard barrier, passing meanwhile. All right, 1st and 10. Well, at the 14, Miami misses this yet again. 10. Off tackle, get 6 yards for Antonio Gibson. All right, please no more fumbles at the goal line. That we don't need to do that again, okay? My goodness. It's a 2nd and 4 here. 4 on a flat. Uh-oh. Yeah, so here we go again, but once again, 2 for 12 is a pick. Anything else is fine. Well, there is a 2, but that doesn't count. It's another incompletion. They were looking for Gibson again. We have a 3rd and 4 incoming now. You know what? Dolphins are going to miss this too. They're going to miss this end run. Washington's getting crazy. Oh, that's just unfortunate. No gain for Robinson. He is shoved out of bounds. Bad play call. Oof. It's 3rd and 4, 4th and 4 from the 8 as a result, and I'm going to try a field goal. I got to get some points, maybe cut this deficit in half. So Joey Sly from 25. Certainly he'll make this, right? Yeah, 12 would have been the only way this would be no good, but guess what? It's good. Joey Sly with a very easy 25-yard chip shot. There we go. And Washington takes the opening possession, gets a field goal out of it. Better than nothing, I guess. And, hey, 20 to 17, Washington cuts that deficit in half. There we go. That's better. All right, not bad, Washington, not bad. 11 and a half to go in this 3rd quarter. Kickoff time. We have a return from the 7. Number 1 back. Uh-oh, I know what that roll usually means. Guess what? 13-yard return, and it's a fumble! But what Miami gets it, thankfully. Okay. Of course, I picked the dreaded special teams fumble roll because what else is new? But fortunately, they get it. So Mostert does not fumble the ball away. Don't ask me why he's taking kicks back in this game. So nothing happened there, but my goodness, that could have been really ugly. And it was actually very close for Washington recovered. 7 for 11 is the recovery. Anything else, the team that fumbles gets it. So that was extremely close to being a disaster. Fortunately for Mostert, he did not, but that's going to make me want to bring in Jeff Wilson instead. So we'll put Jeff Wilson back in, 1st and 10. You know what? We'll pick up right where we left off. Washington kind of figures something similar might be up. 10 on a short. And it's a 12-yard gain to Waddle, 1st down. I got to get Waddle involved a little bit more than I have. All right, 1st down. Let's do it again. 10 with a potential penalty. 12-yard gain if it were to stand. The play never happened. There was a false start. 5-yard penalty. Do it over. 1st and 15. Whoops. Yeah, Washington will play pass if they miss and read this run. Bad news is that Jeff Wilson made him pay for it. It's a 20-yard run in a 1st. Whoops. They were playing the pass, and Wilson got caught off guard by Wilson just scampering for 20 yards. 1st and 10. Seven on a line buck. Just a yard and nothing more for Jeff Wilson. Oof. Oofity oof oof oof. 2nd and 9. Oh hell, we might as well get him involved for the first time today. 4 on a flat. It's incomplete. And then there's a penalty involved. Number 6, that's probably a holding. Yeah, it's a holding penalty. Washington accepts. Let's back him up 10 yards. Sorry, can't do that. All right. Second down and 19. Ew. Didn't ask for this. What the hell? 9 on a short. To the receiver, to Tyreek Hill, of course. Tyreek is getting 14, but obviously that's not even close to the first. I mean, he's 5 yards short. Okay, so that's not bad. So it's going to be 3rd and 5. All right, 3rd and 5, meanwhile. Sure, why not? 11 on a flat. Uh-oh, we have an interception roll. 2 or a 3. And there's a 2. Yeah, that doesn't count. Incomplete. Tua was looking for Waddle, and Washington's defense pass. Whoever was guarding Waddle had good position on him. Incompletion. Well, I suppose a punt would be okay as long as it's not it's a 2 through 7. It's a touchback. Anything else? You know what? Wait a minute. You know what? I'm punting. Let's play it safe a little bit. I'm going to take the punt. Ooh, good call. Because that is a 47-yard punt, and then Washington has it right at the 1. Wow, great call. Well, let's see what the return is. If there even is one, there is. It'll be 9 yards. Washington foolishly takes this out, but, well, that's probably for the best. So Washington gets this at the 10 instead of the 1. So that was probably a good decision on their behalf. All right, so Washington gets it down at the 10 as they stop Miami. I did think about going for it there for a minute, and I'm like, yeah, nah, let's try to pin him. Sure enough, it almost worked, and then Washington decided to do that. All right, yeah, Gibson's in that slot. Miami's having all sorts of trouble with this, so I'm going to keep it up. Keep that 2-back set going here. And they're having all sorts of trouble defending it here. 1st and 10. Right from the 10. 10 on a line buck. Gain of 2 if it holds. That's going to. All right. So Robinson picks up 2. All right, 2nd and 8. Eight on a flat to the receiver. We're looking at McLaurin again. And he'll get nothing. Incomplete. Heineke was looking for McLaurin and found nothing. All right. 3rd down. 3rd and 8. 9 on a short. To the receiver, McLaurin yet again. But this time we're rolling for the short pass. And no dice in that one either. Incomplete. Heineke was looking for McLaurin yet again, and it didn't work. All right, I guess a punt is incoming. 4th down and 8. Whoa, good job. That is about as good as a punt as you will get. How about 68 yards from Tress Way? Very nice. So let's see, 68. Give me a minute to figure this out. All the way back at the 20, if my math is correct. 5. Is this really going to be a fair catch? Wow, it is. Someone on whoever Washington's gunner is, they really hustled down the field. Wilson got spooked and called for the fair catch. Wow, that couldn't have gone any better even if you asked. 68-yard punt, absolutely no return whatsoever, and yeah, I would say that was as good as it got if you're Washington. Nice. I mean, they could have gone without all the without the lack of offense, but whatever. Let's bring Mostert back in. Meanwhile, all right, give him a shot again. All right, 1st and 10 here. Hopefully, I don't get too conservative. All right, 8 on an off tackle. Mostert only has 1 yard. Man, oh man, that stinks. All right. Mustard not doing very well at all. Second down and 9. 4 on a flat. 2 or a 12. Nah. It's an incomplete to Mostert. How about a third down now? An 8. No, excuse me, a third and 9. I misread that. Third and 9. 6. 11 yards if it holds. Yep, it holds. 11-yard gain for Waddle. First down. No penalty. So let's see. So Waddle, 411, and Tua has crossed the 300-yard mark. Way to go. All right, first and 10 here from the 32. Try Mostert again. Well, he got 3. I mean, there's that. Washington kind of putting the clamps down on the run game, though. Not surprisingly there. Second and 7. Oh, that's going to be a sack. And yeah, it is. Unless... Well, Washington committed a penalty. This is probably a roughing the passer. And would you look at that? Roughing the passer defense. Say what you want if that was a legitimate call or not, but the referees apparently decided whoever sacked Tua got a little bit too roughhouse, and it's a 15-yard penalty instead of a 9-yard sack. Come on, refs. We don't need ref ball over here, okay? You've been making some questionable calls all day long. Oy. Anyways, it's first and 10 from midfield. That was unfortunate. Jeez. Meanwhile, Raheem Mostert, actually, they guessed wrong, so I'm going to allow it. So 6-yard loss on gain unless the Dolphins commit a holding penalty, which they just did. Yep. So now it's their turn to have some issues. 10-yard penalty, repeat the down, first and 20. What the hell? What is this? Yeah, they see this coming. 6 on a flat. Incomplete. Looking for Cedric Wilson. Found nothing. Twice they thrown to him and twice they failed. Oof. Second down. Yeah. Second and 20. 6. I believe we're doing it again. Yeah. Incomplete yet again. This time we were looking for Tyreek Hill and found nothing as a result. That is the first time incompletion to Tyreek Hill, by the way. So we're at third and 20. Third and a long 20. Oh, dear. Oh, hell. Let's try it. 3 and a long, and there is nothing there. Incomplete. Tua was looking for Waddle, and he found air. Whoops. All right, punt time. I'm not trying to convert a 4th and 20. This is an NFL blitz. Shout out to anyone who plays that game. 27. Oh, excuse me, 47-yard punt. Dax Milne gets it from the 13, and he's getting something. Maybe? Yes? No, he's not. He's fair catching it. All right, close enough. 445. All right. Now, that stunk. The holding penalty pretty much wrecked the Dolphins on that one. What else is new? We have 4:45 remaining in this quarter. It's going by quite quickly. Washington is still down by a field goal, but at least they're keeping this game close. So they're basically doing what the Raiders couldn't. Good job, guys. You're doing well. No, seriously, you really are. Okay, first and 10. You know what? This worked earlier. They're not going to see this at all. Play action fake. Incoming to Doxson. There's nothing there. Incomplete. Heineke tried to get it to Doxson again, and it didn't work. Not this time. Oof. All right, second down and 10. Yeah, they're going to think run. 3 on an off tackle. 9 yards for Robinson if this were to hold. It does. Okay, so he gets 9. So Brian Robinson gets 9 on that scamper. It brings us a 3rd and 1. They're going to guess this wrong as they're instead going to flat at the Gibson. And as a result, Gibson gets 11 and a first. 2-33. He gets pushed out on top of it, but Gibson gets the first down. Very nice. Okay, how about the 1st and 10 here from the 33? 7. No, no dice. Robinson gets nothing. 2nd down and 10. Yeah, let's do that. Dolphins do see this coming. 7 on a flat, and it's a 7-yard gain if it holds. Dolphins were offsides, as it turns out. I'm actually, even though it's 2 yards less, I'm actually going to take the penalty. Just as a safety concern. I don't want 3rd down. I'd rather have a 2nd and 5 than a 3rd and 3. So I will accept the offsides. Oops. Oh well. 2nd and 5, I'll accept it. Would have been 3rd and 3. 9 on an end run. Nope, Dolphins were ready for that. No gain for Robinson again. Ugh. So it's 3rd and 5. 12 on a flat. Ooh, just a yard. Isn't that wonderful? McLaurin catches the ball for a yard. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Darn. Fourth and 4. Yeah, I gotta punt it. All right, whatever. 4 with a penalty to boot. Oh boy. 55 yards. 55, 44. So we're at the 6. As of right now, let's see what the return is. Nothing. What's the penalty? Oh, but the Dolphins were offsides again, and that's going to be an automatic 1st down since there's just enough. It was 4th and 4, and the penalty's for 5. Ay, ay, ay. What are we doing here? Stop that. The 2nd time in a row they timed this drive, they got caught offsides. Ugh. And the drive gets extended, even though, you know, reasons. 1st and 10. Robinson starts us off with a 2-yard run. All right, 2nd down. Dolphins don't see this coming. Now it's Gibson's turn to try something. 7. No gain as Miami was ready for it. But what's the penalty? Nothing. That's what it is. So Gibson tries to run it and gets stopped as Miami was ready for it. 3rd down and 8. $11 on a short. Uh-oh, long gain. We have a penalty to go with it, too. That shouldn't be a touchdown, but it's going to be a lot of yardage. It's 41 if it stands. It will, because then there's a flag against Miami. So hold on for 1 minute. I'm going to address the 41-yard opponent number 2. Okay, got it. Oh boy, this is going to be ugly. So let's start with what just happened. There's a 41-yard completion there. That counts as that goes to Terry McLaurin, who now has over 100 yards. So let's start with the 41-yard completion. It gets us to 41, 37, the 13. And then Miami's cornerback was so angry, he actually committed a personal foul penalty on top of that. So that's half the distance to the goal. So Washington gets a 1st and goal at the 6 instead of a 1st and 10 at the 13. Oh, terrible mistake by Miami. They're just shooting themselves in the foot. Not good. So it's 1st and goal to go at the 6. 5. Ooh. Well, fortunately, it's a fumble roll, but it's only a 2 that this would be an issue. Wait a minute. Yeah, it's only a 2 this would be an issue. Everything else, which is the case here, he gets pushed back a yard. That would be Gibson. Okay, I was just double checking on that. So Gibson loses a yard. It's 2nd down and goal to go from the 7. Nine on a flat to the receiver. We're looking at Logan Thomas, and he is going to get 4. So he's not quite there yet, but he's almost. So Logan Thomas for 4. And we have entered the 4th quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Well, isn't that wonderful? 4th quarter. We got 15 minutes in this Super Bowl at bare minimum. And it's currently 2017 in favor of the Dolphins, but the Commanders are 3 yards away from scoring. I was about to say their other name. I'm surprised I haven't done that at all. Oh, dear. 3rd and goal from the 3. Yeah, it's still close enough where we're still used to calling them that, so spare me if that comes out. Oopsies. 3rd and goal to go from the 3. Well, it's an interception roll, and then we have a penalty on top of that. 2 or a 12. No. What about the penalty? No. It's just a straight-up incompletion to Johan Dotson. All right, well, wasn't... At least Miami's defense held, so there's that. I'm going to try for the field goal to tie. Joey Sly, you only need to hit it from 20 yards. You should be able to do that for the tie. Yeah, I'm pretty certain Joey Sly got it. Oh, yeah. Oh, 12 would have been the only thing to knock that, to prevent it from going in. But, yeah, he's good. I'm pretty certain Joey Sly is getting that one from 20 yards out. So, there you go. Folks, we have a tie ball game. 14 and a half remaining, and we are tied at 20 each. Wow, I was not expecting this whatsoever, but the Commanders are hanging tough. This is going to be a barn burner now, isn't it? All right, buckle up. We got ourselves a close one here. All right, 20 all, entering the 4th. The kickoff here from Washington puts Miami at a 25. All right. I need Jeff Wilson. We're going to try some stuff. Mostert is just not doing the job here. Miami doesn't have much of a run game to speak of, I'm afraid. This is not going very well. Okay, 1st and 10 here. I'm actually going to start with that. Washington kind of figures there'll be some passing over here. And they were correct. 7 on the flat. 5 yards as Durham Smythe makes his first catch of the game. He's in there for the injured Mike Gesicki, remember. I can't read his... There, I need to see what his last name is. There we go, for my stat purposes. All right, 2nd and 5. Six on an off-tackle guessed wrong. It's just 2 yards for Jeff Wilson. Shoved out of bounds, and we're at 3rd and 3 now. 3rd and 3. There's Smythe again. 8 on a flat. To the receiver, to Durham Smythe, who gets -4. Oh, you. What are teams in their bubble screens? That's funny. Tight end bubble screen. I'm pretty certain that doesn't work. Yeah, so Durham Smythe goes backwards 4 yards. It's 4th and whatever the hell this is supposed to be. I think it's like, I don't know, like 4th and 7. Doesn't matter. I'm not going for it either way. I'm punting. Oh, good punt. Nice. All right. Morstead bombs a 60-yarder. Give me a minute. 38 if my math is correct, so 12. Dax Milne from the 12 is getting no gain. He tried to run it, but someone on the Dolphins got him. Made a good special teams play, so there you go. Okay, so Washington has it from the 12. Once again, their defense holds. And to think, on the very first possession of the game, Tyreek Hill dropped a long TD pass. Ever since then, Miami has actually not moved the ball, but they haven't been able to really score. I don't know if we're playing a bit too conservatively or what here. All right, at least Washington's stopping them. 1st and 10 here. This two-back formation just keeps screwing them up. 5 on a short. To the receiver, Terry McLaurin guessed wrong. And it doesn't matter. He gets 13 in the first. So Terry McLaurin starts us off with a 13-yard completion. That was 1st down. Nice try. It's not 3rd. Heineke is almost at 300 yards, too. Not bad, not bad. 1st and 10. Miami misses this again. They're just missing everything because of this two-back set. It's confusing them. Washington's just sticking with it because they know it's working. 1 yard. Maybe? Yeah, 1 yard gain for Robinson. At least they're still trying to run the ball to try to fool them, even if it isn't working. 2nd down. And 9. 9 on a flat to the receiver. I have to look on Robinson's card for this one. No gain. It's an incompletion. If it holds, no, it's a holding. Yeah, it's a holding. Miami will accept. You know what? Miami's going to decline. I would do it, but I'll bring up a 3rd and 9. We'll do it. I'll take the risk. All right, 3rd and 9 after the holding got declined, so it wouldn't have mattered if that was a completion or not. 11 on a short. Uh-oh. I had we have an interception roll. 2 through 6. This is a problem. No! The quarterback had it and dropped it. Oh, incomplete. As I just said, the cornerback had it right in his hands. Whoever was covering Terry McLaurin on that one. The defensive right cornerback. That was Kader Kohu, who had a pick 6 in the AFC title game. He had it and then dropped it. It's still an incompletion, but man, oh man, that could have been big. Instead, Washington will punt the ball, and Miami will get it anyways, but they'll just get it further downfield. Whoops. All right. 50-yard punt from Tress Way. From what appears to be 26, yeah. Wait. No, the 24, excuse me. Oops. Okay, return for a gain of... Well, that's just a mess. Just 3 yards. That's how I feel about that. And there's a penalty attached to it. Miami was offsides. So Washington can either elect to re-kick it, which they're not going to. Yeah, you know what? Washington's going to re-kick, and I think they're going to try to waste some time here. Miami was offsides. That doesn't count. Actually, it's a 5-yard penalty. I will allow that. So, oof. So Washington accepts the penalty. If Miami does it again, it's a 1st down. So it's 4th and 4. Yeah, that was probably a bad idea. Oh well. It's only a 47-yard punt this time around. Well, they'll get at the 22. So maybe it just does. No, that helps with field position. Okay. Well, same return. Look at that. 3 yards. So Miami ends up losing some field position and some clock alongside with it. They'll get it to 25. Okay, so that worked out. Okay. Miami's offense beginning to struggle a little bit. Let's see if they can get out of this. Struggle. It's like not working out. I think I know what I need to do. Okay, 1st and 10. We're going to get this drive jump started. Boom, boom! That doesn't count. 4 on a short. Uh-oh. 2, 3, or 12. We had a 1, but not. Well, we had half of the interception roll, but it's instead an incompletion to Tyreek Hill. So that was pretty close. 2nd and 10. 11. The end run was guessed incorrectly. It's not going to matter. Jeff Wilson only gets a yard. We're just not doing it on the run game. 3rd down. Washington's sitting on the pass. They know what's coming. 10 on a short. They still can't stop it. 12 yards, 1st down to Jalen Waddle. He's pushed out, but it doesn't matter because he gets the 1st. Okay. First and 10. I'm going to try it. 7 on a long. Ooh, so close, but it's an incompletion. Tua was looking deep for Waddle and couldn't do it. Incomplete. 2nd down. Nine on a flat. To the receiver. And all my cards got messed up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hold please. We have a problem. Alright, sorry about that. We had technical difficulties on my end. Thankfully, with the live stream, I'm able to see where exactly I screwed up. But fortunately, everything's okay. Alright, sorry about that. Meanwhile, Cedric Wilson got 8 yards. Okay, we're okay, everyone. Don't mind me, just casually fumbling in real time. Woo! Okay, we're at 3rd and 2 now. Oh boy! I don't know. Kind of need this. 3rd and 2. Let's try this again. 9 on a flat. Receiver Durham Smythe. Well, would you look at that? He got just enough for the 1st. 2 yards. Gets pushed out on the side, but Durham Smythe gets what he needs, and he gets the 1st. Okay. I'm actually going to bring Mostert back in. See if I can try to get some running going, but I don't think I'll be using him right away. Meanwhile, 1st and 10, I will use him, but just not in the casual sense. Washington guards the pass because that's pretty much all they know what they know Miami can do. And they still give up a short gain. Mostert for 17 in the first. Yep. He gets pushed out again. So Mostert catches a pass and gets 17. All right. First and 10. You know what? I'm going to run it. They don't see this coming. Mostert is getting just... Well, would he get 6? That's the question. Yeah, well... Washington was offsides, but I will... it's a difference of a yard, but I like 1st and 5 better than 1st and 2nd and 4. Okay, we'll take the penalty. So it's 1st and 5. 1st and 5. Let's see if they don't see this coming. Washington does not. They're actually going to stick with the pass. 9 on a short. 2 to receiver to Tyreek Hill. Who else? And good thing they did. Incomplete. Would have been a 19-yard gain if they didn't see it coming, but instead they managed to do so. It's incomplete. So 2nd and 5, I guess. Washington sees this coming, though. They do see the run coming. They kind of figured that might happen. 8 on an off tackle. Just a yard for Mostert. That has been the story of this game. So we're at 3rd and 4 now. Okay, we'll try it. 11. Well, interception roll, but at 2 through 3 only. Oh, look, there's a 2 and a 3, but we kind of got to combine them in order for that to work. Incomplete. Looking for Mostert on that one. That was pretty close. 4th down and 4. Oh, boy. I'm tempted to go for it, but the game is tied at the moment. Well, Sanders has a pretty good range here. I'm going to do it. I'm going for it, folks. We're doing this. 4th and 4. Here we go. I'm going for it. Oh, this is either going to be a bad idea or absolutely genius. Here we go. 5 on a flat. Got it. 9-yard completion to Tyreek Hill. 1st down. There it is. So it ends up working out after all. Tyreek Hill. 9 yards and a 1st to keep this drive going. 1st and 10. Washington doesn't see this coming. Doesn't matter. They only get 2 yards unless... and of course, Washington was offside, so I'll take the 5-yard penalty instead of the 2. It's 1st and 5. Whoops. Alright, let's try this. Washington sees it coming. 6 and a short. Ooh, so close for Jalen Waddle. He gets 14. He's a yard outside the goal line as Washington's cornerback, whoever was covering him, pushes him out of bounds. Right at the 1, it's a 1st down. And goal to go from the 1. Waddle makes his 10th catch of the game. He's up to past 100. And, all right, I believe it's, I'm going to make some substitutions here. Mostert's out. Jeff Wilson's in. Cedric Wilson's out. Alec Ingold is in. We're running it. 1st and goal to go right from the 1. 11 on a line block. Nope. Lost a yard. Did Jeff Wilson. Oof. All right, 2nd and goal to go from the 2. Let's try the off tackle. It's a 9. Ooh, might have it. Yes, touchdown. Jeff Wilson on the off tackle run from 2 yards out scores. It's the 2nd TD of the day. That the gamble pays off. Nice. Extra point. It's good. Jeff Wilson scores from 2 yards out. The 4th and down conversion ends up paying off for Miami. And they are back in the lead, 27-20. Okay, with 5:45 left, so Washington needs a touchdown to respond and tie this up. Whew. Worked out great. This is going to be a barn burner right towards the end. 25. All right. Well, that worked out. That was well timed. Nice. All right, Washington, you have 5:45 to go, 75 yards. Plenty of time, but let's not diddle-daddle here. I also got to do the same thing, too. Remember, I'm going into work later this afternoon. So I got to be careful of the clock on my end as well. I'm hoping to finish this within the next half hour, so... Again, thank you all for being here. Much appreciated. Watch, this is I'm going to go overtime and just cause all sorts of havoc. Okay, 1st and 10. Maybe just my luck. Maybe we'll get the Donovan McNabb rule for once. 2 or 12. Oh no! Intercepted! Picked off! Heineke makes his first mistake of the day. It's an interception. Oh! And it's so close to being a pick 6. But he goes out of bounds at the 1. No! Washington, you were doing so good. Oh. He was looking for Antonio Gibson, Heineke. And he completed the pass, but he didn't complete it to the Antonio Gibson. He instead completed it to Bradley Chubb, who then proceeds to take it all the way down to the 1. He barely got pushed out. Bradley Chubb almost had himself a pick 6, but he's a yard short. Miami has it right at the 1, and this could be a huge problem if you're Washington. This is a major problem. Oh, you got to stop him here, or this could be this might be a very bad. This is extremely bad. Okay, we're going to do Jeff Wilson again. 1st and goal to go right from the 1. Oh, of course I roll snake eyes to kind of ruin everything. What else is new? 6 on an off tackle. Oh, Wilson goes backwards 2 yards. Making it hard on himself. Wilson, by the way, has 2 TDs in this game. 2nd down and goal to go from the 3. Let's try a pass that Washington doesn't see coming. 11 on a flat. Miami's turn to roll for an interception. 2 or a 12. Well, there's half of it, but it's an incomplete pass. I was looking for Durham Smythe. All right, 3rd and 3. All right, we'll go into Tyreek. Let's see if this works. 8 on a flat to the receiver to Tyreek Hill. 5. Touchdown! He would have gotten 3. 5, but he only needed 3, and there you go. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd TD catch of the game. Oh dear, that interception comes back to haunt Washington. The extra point is good. Oh, and in very bad time for an interception if you're Washington. They picked the worst possible time. Miami converts. And the Bradley Chubb picks off Heineke, gets 25 yards. And then Tyreek Hill finishes the rest with a 3-yard TD catch. And suddenly Miami is up by 2 scores. Oof. This is really bad for Washington. That was a backbreaker. Combined with the other turnover, if you recall, the fumble right at their 1. Oh, man. They're might lose. If they lose, it's because of that. Meanwhile, they get it at the 25. All right, now this is the problem if you're Washington. There's really only one thing I can do right now, and that's pass. Do I have any other receivers here? I know we're dealing with kind of a shortage at the moment. Curtis Samuel's got injured, so I can't rely on him. Nope. I mean, I could try Jonathan Bates in there. I'm definitely deploying Gibson at the very least. Yeah, I'd rather. Okay, I gotta throw the ball a little bit more, so Jonathan Bates is back. But I gotta throw the ball a lot more. I think we pretty much now hit the point where Washington's gonna be one-dimensional. They've got no other choice. Okay, let's hope this works. 1st and 10. I think it's pretty obvious what Miami's defense is doing. Washington, meanwhile, they've only got really one choice. 4.5. They need 2 TDs to at least stay in this. That is not a good start. Incomplete. Heineke was looking for Gibson and instead found nothing. 2nd down. 8 on a flat. What about that? Oh, that's a little better. Receiver, McLaurin. How about 9? There you go. And he gets pushed out of bounds. So McLaurin for 9. It's still 3rd and 1, but at least they're close. I think it's pretty obvious on what I'm going to be. This is 4-down territory, but it's 3rd and 1 nevertheless. 9 on a flat. Receiver, Dotson. How about incomplete? Oh, dear. Oh, boy. 4th and 1. I have no choice but to go for this. What the? Uh-oh. Hold on. I have an error on my end. 20, 28, 34, 39. Okay. There we go. Nice try. Screwing up my stat sheet. 4th and 1. I'm going to see something. Hold on. I could go that route. Hmm. 4th and 1. What do I do here? There's a reason why I was looking into it. Dolphins, meanwhile, are actually going to play the pass. They don't see this coming, and suddenly Heineke's going to go on a quarterback draw. 9. He gets it. 2 yards and a first. So Heineke scrambles right up the middle in an unexpected quarterback draw, and he keeps the drive alive. 1st and 10. Oh, I need to speed this up a little bit. All right. Didn't do any wonders for the clock, but so be it. To the receiver, to McLaurin, who gets something. No, he doesn't. He gets 0. Incomplete. Heineke looking for McLaurin again. 2nd down. 11 on a flat. Oh dear. 3-yard loss for Logan Thomas. And then Washington will burn a timeout in the process. That's their first. Uh-oh. 3rd and 13. Not good. Not good. 3rd and 13. 4 on a short. Well, at least Dotson got 10. That's still going to bring up a 3rd down and 4th and 3. Obviously, they have no choice but to go for it. 4th and 3. 4 on a flat, and that's going to be incomplete. Will there be an interception or just a straight-up incompletion? Straight-up incompletion. Turnover on downs at the 43. They were looking for McLaurin, and they couldn't get it to him. Oh, dear. That might be the game. That might be the game, folks. Well, it's a turnover on downs. Miami will have it from Washington's 43. Washington has 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning ahead of them. This is really not good if you're Washington. I'll put Ingold in here. I think we all know what I'm going to be doing here. 1st and 10. See if we can drain that clock a little bit. 6 on a line buck, and it's a 5-yard gain if it holds. It will. 5 yards, 2-minute warning. Wilson gets 5. First down pretty much ends the game. 2nd and 5. $11 on an off tackle, just a yard if it holds. It will. About a timeout from Washington. That's their 2nd. We have a 3rd and 4 here. I think I know what's coming next. So does Washington. 7 on a flat, and I believe, yep, short gain. Oh, they can't stop it. And Tyreek Hill is going to get 14 in the 1st. Washington is going to burn their final timeout. But I don't think it's going to matter very much. This game is probably over. 1st and 10. Washington cannot stop the clock at all. Miami clearly knows this. 11. It's a 2-yard gain. Oh, maybe not. Nope, it's a 2-yard gain for Jeff Wilson. They're just going to milk that clock. I believe they're getting very close to the end. 2nd and 8. 9 and an off tackle. 3 yards for Jeff Wilson. How about 3rd down? Well, we're going to run it. Yeah, there'll be exactly 15 seconds. I have to keep this going, but I think Miami's got this. 7 on a line buck. Just a yard. The important thing is there's 15 seconds remaining, and I believe this is it. 4th down. You know what? Let's kick a field goal to make this, to end this. 4th and 5, I believe. Jason Sanders' kick is up. And it's good. He connects from 34. I can already tell you that. Okay, so this game is pretty much over, and Miami is going to cap it with a field goal from Jason Sanders. And I believe Miami's got this. They pretty much have this in the bag, but we got to finish this off. All right. Well, I'm sorry, Washington. I'm afraid your Cinderella season is going to come to an end, I'm afraid. All right, opening kickoff. I'm going to ignore the penalty. To the 5 and the number 1 back, of course. They're going to return it. What else is new? Washington does it. Squib kicks it. 29 yards. And they get it up to the 34. And there's a second remaining. Ugh. Well, isn't this just wonderful? Oh, boy. And that's going to do it for Washington. You know what? Screw it. Terry McLaurin out there somewhere, just for the heck of it. There's a 0% chance this game ends. Heineke's like, screw it, Terry McLaurin out there somewhere. Let's see what happens with this, just for the hell of it. But this game's pretty much over. 8 on a long, yeah, incomplete. Game over. Washington, the Dolphins win. Yay! I know, I didn't have enough space to fit the L on that one. Hold on. Make this a little bit more proper. Ladies and gentlemen, the Dolphins have won. 37-20 in favor of Miami. Yeah! Super Bowl champions, baby. I wish this would happen in real life, but it doesn't. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Well, you know what? Sometimes it just happens like that, so. Congrats to the Dolphins on the Super Bowl victory. I wish that would happen in real life, but alas, I'll have to settle for this. Yay! So, who's MVP, I guess? Well, we'll look at Washington stats. Heineke, 23 for 44, 297, a TD. That looks good. That interception in the fourth quarter, we could have done without that. Whoops. Also could have done without Gibson's fumble at the goal line, which cost him a TD. You take away both of those, and this is a more competitive game. Maybe even tied. Who knows what happens, but sadly that is the way the cookie crumbled, I'm afraid. Robinson had a TD run. Logan Thomas caught the TD. Terry McLaurin did pretty well for himself. The defense tried, but alas. Yeah. Washington made a few too many mistakes. Miami, meanwhile, made absolutely none. Tua was 32 of 47 for 390, 2 TDs, and nothing. A quarterback rating of 107.6. Jeff Wilson had 2 TDs. Tyreek Hill, 15, 251, and 2 TDs. I'm going to give him the MVP of the game. Tyreek Hill, ladies and gentlemen, gets MVP, 15 on 18 targets, 551 yards. That's insane. I'm surprised he hasn't done that in an actual Super Bowl when he was on the Chiefs. 2 TDs, 1 long one to start us off. Just incredible. Of course, Jalen Waddle had 10 for 111 to go with it. Almost had a TD and almost had a 50-yard completion, but it got wiped out by a penalty, but whatever. Apologies to the rest of the team. You didn't really do too much. Look at Mostert. Like, whoops. Oh, well. Defense. A sack from Bradley Chubb, but of course they had the 2 turnovers. Raekwon Davis forcing a fumble at the 1. And then Bradley Chubb getting that pick, which set up Miami right at Washington's 1, which netted in their touchdown. And there you go, folks. Miami Dolphins are your Super Bowl winners. Yay! I know, y'all are probably going to claim I rigged this, but whatever. Oh, well, you know what? It is what it is. Like I said, we all saw how it played out. So, hey, it is what it is. Dolphins win. And, of course, we're going to have technical difficulties towards the end. Oh, that's a nice look for me. I think this is the universe just, like, telling me how they feel. Look at that. Look at that. This is so appropriate. We've had so many technical difficulties. It's not even funny. Yeah, nice try, Streamlabs. Jeez. Quit that. I think that's just the universe disapproving of my shenanigans. So, all right. So here's the deal. Here's how we're leaving it. Oh, jeez. Nice. I really got to stop doing that. You know what button I was trying to hit, right? There we go. Speaking of which, first off, hit the like and subscribe buttons. Be much appreciated. Thanks again. Number 2, reminder of the shenanigans. We got a new song on the music channel. The one you heard at halftime is officially coming out at Wednesday, so you'll be able to listen to it whenever you want. Instead of trying to die for this whole thing. Next Monday, we restart City Skylines 2. That second playthrough. What else? We, of course, still have all the Twitch shenanigans you could ever ask for, of course. I will link you to my other account over here, my Twitch account, because why not? That's me. Feel free to drop a follow there. I'm going to pick up streaming again on Tuesday with Battlefield, probably 1. And then, of course, you know, we'll do Arbyville. Yes, we still are doing that. The second episode on Thursday. At least that's the plan. Whether or not that plan actually continues onward, who the hell knows? What else? What else? Oh, this! So, of course, we all know the actual Super Bowl in our timeline between the Niners and Chiefs is happening today. We're going to replay that for real on Sunday. So I will upload that episode on Sunday as kind of a VOD. Because why not? We'll see how it works in that version. And then we begin Loser Bowl. Unfortunately, the 4 teams that did the worst are going to be fighting to avoid being crowned king of the loser. So on the AFC side, we'll have the Ravens and the Jets, who ended up with the 2 worst records. They will play each other. On the NFC side, and this is kind of appropriate considering how well these teams did, the Panthers and the Bears. The losers of both games will face each other in Loser Bowl, and I might just live stream that because I was having a heck of a lot of fun doing this, so I think I might even live stream that. That would be 3 weeks from today for those keeping score at home. My math is correct. Wait. Super Bowl 1, 2. Never mind. I lied. 4 weeks from today. Okay, clearly I can't read calendars. I think if you've got the notification about this being yesterday, you know darn well I can't read calendars. Okay, I apologize for that too. That was an errant incident, so... Other than that, there'll be some Battlefield vids, and who knows, maybe I'll start some other games. I've been meaning to do, like, Sid Meier's Civilization again. I'm not sure if I want to do 5 or 6 or how I want to set that up. Just stay tuned. That's all I can say. So, anyways, thank you guys so much for everything. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons on your way out, as always. And I will see you... You know what? Well, either if I don't see you on Twitch on Tuesday, maybe I'll see you in 4 weeks from today here on YouTube. This was kind of fun. Maybe I ought to start streaming over here instead because Twitch is Twitch. All right, I'm going to head out. I got to pick this up, get my laundry in the dryer, and then hope work isn't terrible today. Happy Super Bowl Sunday, everyone. Enjoy the game, and I will see you... whatever. We'll figure this out. All right. Congratulations, Dolphins. You won the Super Bowl. Too bad we can't do it in our actual timeline. That would be great. That would be just great. Peace out.